Hey guys, it's Janpoki here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use emoticons. This was a video that was requested to me by a very good friend of mine. So I was like, you know what? Let's make a quick tutorial. Shouldn't be that bad. Little disclaimer: I am not in any way, shape, or form a professional at this. There are probably things that I may be doing that are quote-unquote wrong along the way, but this is just how I personally use emoticons and how I feel comfortable doing it. So yeah, if you're down for it and you're ready, then let's get started. So first thing we do is we go into the create menu and we get the blockbuster model. Just be aware, for this to work you need to have mclibs, blockbuster, and the emoticons mod. If you don't have those, then this is not going to work. So first, I hate when that happens. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to the pick button at the top left. And right here, there's something called emoticons. You'll see that it has a variety of them. Personally, when I'm using my emoticon models, I normally stick to Steve simple or what the hell is it? Or Alex simple. Although majority of the time I use the Steve simple. Then you hit acquire and yeah. So now it should be in the emoticons thing. So as you can see now, the pose completely changed, it's different, and you're now in the more complicated model. So to pick a pose, you go to edit and create pose. I will say this looks intimidating at first, but it's not that bad once you get used to it. So we're gonna do a pretty simple pose, which is gonna be an arm wave. So over here to your left, you'll see that there's a bunch of different bones. The main ones you'll use are your body, which this allows you to rotate your body. The lower body, which allows you to bend your body, just parts of your body. And most of the time, you're going to be using your left arm and right arm, and sometimes and then your right leg, left leg, etc. So for this pose, we're going to do something very basic. We're going to do a very basic wave. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bend the body a little forward, because for most of the time when you do a wave, your body's bent forward. That's a little too much. A little bit. And there we go. And so, let's see, where is it? One thing you'll also realize is that, there it is. You have 3 separate bones. This first one, the right arm, this is going to move your entire arm. This moves everything in terms of your arm. So if you have your arm bent to a way that you want to, and you just want to move this, you're going to use these. So I'm gonna put that 0. I'm gonna rotate it out. Translate. That did not translate what I wanted to. Right there. So now here's where the fun part comes in. This will bend your elbow. So the middle one is your elbow. So if you want just like a slight bend, then I'd go like between, like I'd go right here, about that much. So right arm. Rotate. About right there. So yeah, where did I go? So yeah, your lower right arm, that's pretty much your bend. You can bend it as much as you need. You can do a lot with it, but do be careful because it's an infinite bend. meaning that there's not really a limit to it, but you don't want to go like, you don't want to go past like 50. Yeah, you don't want to go past 50, because that's when it starts to get very warped. So when you're bending your arm, keep it from no bend to 50. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go 32. That's a good bend for me. And then the next thing is this. This is your wrist. Most of the time you don't really use that, but if you wanted to, you could use your wrist and do these weird little poses. Same rules apply. Don't go over a certain amount because it'll be all funky. Next thing. And pretty much the same rule applies with all of your stuff. Like, it applies with everything, like your leg. You can kick it as high as you want. You can rotate it. You can make him go out, give him a little jazz. But the main thing is that you're mostly gonna just be using the bend parts of it. So like, that is there it is. You'll mostly just be using that. So move that way, move a little forward. So yeah. So let's say that this is the pose that you want to have. But the real question is, oh no, Jam, I don't have a skin. How do I change it? Well, glad you asked. You go over to the meshes and hit body, pick texture, and you'll see that it says a Minecraft texture, but what you can do is you can go to any kind of skin link. For this specific example, I will be using Ash, and it's the same thing you do when you're using more player models, and you just copy and paste stuff in. So yeah, just copy and paste it, hit enter, and you now have a Ash that is waving to you. So yeah, it's very simple, very basic, but along with that, you can always do complicated poses as well, but you would just need to practice more on that. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's all I really got for y'all. This is how to use emoticons, aka how the fuck you bend those bones and do all that. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will be more than willing to help. Other than that, bye-bye.